How you doing tonight, my sister? My sister, Mama, what you doing? How you doing? Let me go and get the respect to DJ Cleveland. You knew Ren Rock TV, my brother, my sister. Last call. You see what last call said? Don't you together? She be right back. Respect last call. I don't know what she went to, but
Last
she coming.
call. How y'all doing, everybody?
You see what last call said, don't you?
Yeah,
He said, "Y'all come on now."
he done
I hit
hit
the
the
light.
like
I
button.
went on the way.
Ow! Baby Wolf wanted to have.
Yeah, Mama Mia, Mama Media.
Hi, Mama
Respect.
Media.
Hold on, I gotta do something right quick.
How everybody doing? Hope y'all had a prosperous day today. Hope all is well. Tonight we're going to get into some subjects. Um, that's going to be awakening. Hold on one sec. We keep saying hold on. Yes, I'm back. You guys, I'm back. That's right. Ow! Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're just waiting on deep truth. So how's everybody doing? How you feeling, Red Rock? How you feeling today? Man, you can hear my voice. It sound better. I was toe up. I'm telling you, man. That sinus drain off had my throat. I couldn't say nothing. And it was just crazy. Thank you for asking. Hi, Latanya, how you doing? Last call, my buddy, my sister from another mama, you knew. And when she want to be bad, you know.
you know, you know when you don't know when you know coming out of you knew.
You better be good.
Uh, 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 uh Mama Media. I did that. I did. That was an accident. I was trying to munch you up. Sorry. I hit her, but accident, but I unhit her. So type again in the chat, cause that was an accident. I tried to munch you up. So my bad.
You did that on purpose.
Don't you start your mess.
Man. Oh, so what do you want to tackle first, my bro?
Hey, let's go ahead and talk about the school system for a minute.
Yes. Go
The
ahead.
school system. The school system. You do stop it. Stop it, you knew.
She always saying something with her crazy self.
And these school systems is getting out of hand.
Yep.
Who's gonna protect our children? I don't care what skin color they are. Who's gonna protect our kids?
Right.
See, and when a parent go confront the school system and they are the doctor skin complexion, people act like they don't know what the hell they talking about, right? And they get the runaround. Then 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 the parent put his kid out of school, then the school gets sued, right? So what? I know some parents cannot homeschool their kids, right? They can't homeschool their kids because some of them don't know what they be talking about sometimes, and sometimes they don't have time because somebody got to pay the bill, especially being a single parent, either a mother or a single father. So they don't have time. But then you got some of these parents that had this time but don't know what's going on, but
Right.
yet they had this time and send their kids to school because guess what? The parents got more time to do something else.
They use the school system as a babysitter.
Bingo.
That's
Bingo.
what they do. And it's real bad because not only are the students out of control, not only are the teachers out of control, but when you have a student that is being a bully, a menace, Then when the parent is called, they want to act like they're surprised when they already know that their kid is a total mess. That's what gets me. And then the school act like they don't want to do anything or they don't have time. Well, you're there as the principal, the assistant principal, the guidance counselor, the security, the teacher. You're there to protect our children when they're not with us. That is your job. That's a part of your job description. Would you?
You right? You right about that. You are right. Yeah, babysitters.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
what
look how
they.
you. Then you got the young teachers don't know the left leg from the right leg, right? They got all these cameras in school, right? And guess what? Oh, they can't put the video up. I'm gonna give you a perfect example where the school's not doing what they're supposed to do, right?
Okay.
This hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on, let me find it first. Let me find
Okay,
it first.
while you're looking for that, recently here in California, there was like a school guard that's supposed to look out for the safety of the children. So they stood by and they watched these students jump on this kid. Now this kid is no longer here on earth with us because they allowed them kids to fight him, a gang of them, and beat him until until his demise. So now it's like we keep paying all these lawsuits. The lawsuits are not going to bring back the child that's lost. Sure, the parent is going to get money, but that's never going to bring back that empty space that used to, someone used to occupy this one certain space. Now that person is no longer here at the hands of another. So you sit here and you pay, the school pays, and basically once they pay, they're no longer responsible. I think that not only should they pay, but all those school guards that were standing out there allowing those kids to jump on that kid until they ended up taking his life, I think that every last one of those guards should go straight to prison. Whatever they own, sorry, they need to take that money from them, take the house, the cars, or whatever they have, and they need to give it to the family and show them we're not going to keep paying for your mistakes. It's ridiculous the way you can't even send your kids to school today, because now not only that, you got teachers, gym teachers, music teachers, the principals, counselors, the school guards, the the homeless person living on the track field. They all up there trying to have sex with your kid, and it's ridiculous.
You right about that. And Latonya cooking for the soul plus more respect to you.
Hello.
If we didn't speak to you, sorry about that.
Hello.
And I'm gonna ask you how you think about this one right here. This is the headline. You know I get most of my story from Atlanta Black Star, right?
Okay.
All right. There go you knew and Mama Mia going at it again. Y'all two cut it out. Behave. It
Now you
says,
know they don't know how to behave. Why say that?
hey, look at we know our kids. Some of our kids don't know how to behave. We say it anyway. So guess what? But anyway, this mother said she said she furious. Respected Pam, Pam, how you doing? It said I'm furious. Enraged Florida mother says video of her disabled daughter being flung out of her wheelchair and bullet was posted online.
Oh yeah.
This Atlanta, Florida. And guess what else? Guess what else? Guess what else? It said, but the school failed to take action. And they go ask the kids like, "Oh, we were just playing. Ain't no play. A
Not when you're a
disabled
disabled person.
that child was 12-year old. Disabled child was brutally assaulted at the school.
Yeah, that's because you got a bunch of adults that don't give a damn. They just after the paycheck.
And think about it. And some of the children that do the bullying, do all of that. Guess what? They're getting that home. They're getting that at home.
Probably so. or they're being bullied in their own neighborhood.
That too. That too. So I don't see everybody. Let's take what you just said. I'm gonna pick it back on what you said. Everybody talk about people talk about defunding the police, right? Okay. Who paid the police salaries? We do out of our taxes. Taxpayer. Okay. All right. Some of the schools get paid from our taxes too, don't they?
Yep.
So when a parent sues the school or somebody sues the city or the police department, who pocket is it coming out of?
Ours.
So who really defunding the police and the schools?
We are if we defund them.
The police and the police and the teachers, the school administrators, they defunded their damn self. When you say
Pretty much.
so, you can't blame it on nobody else, but the people that does it. And long as it keep going on, guess what? They're gonna keep to get defunded. Some of these schools gonna keep being where they at. Some of these schools ain't gonna get the better teachers or the best teachers, especially the ones that care for the students. But
Yeah. When you
I,
own a
I do not.
house or a
Yeah.
property in a school zone, out of your property taxes, there are other taxes that come out that funds the schools. So if you can't act right, then we need to take our damn money back. Period.
Oh, you're
You
right,
know?
Mama Mia. And people like talk about we down on this. No, we ain't down that. We just call it like we see it, and we call it like we see it, and they not doing nothing about it. Then
Right.
soon as a parent start doing something about it, soon they want to start suing these schools, these places. They want them to hush.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want to suspend the students. I'm gonna tell you, like this student in Texas that about the hair. You worry about this young man's hair. Is the hair too long? It ain't fit your policy, which the policy ain't about the length, right? And they
Right.
just and they passed the crown that in Texas, right? But
Right.
yet y'all worry about somebody's damn hair, but you're not still not protecting these kids. But you're not protecting these kids regardless.
No, they're dropping the ball.
They dropping the ball. They've been dropping the ball, and I got another one for you. Together, I got another for you. Okay, I got another for the artist. You already heard me say this, right? I just got to go to it to see what is happening. It says I would hunt your North Carolina. It said I would hunt your family. The front some North Carolina teacher dares black student to get him fired after using the N word in classroom.
Wow.
Okay, a North Carolina woman is speaking out after she says her daughter had been threatened by her teacher. How the hell he's still in this teaching in the school system when you threaten a student?
First of all, I'm sorry, but some of these parents need to show up and show them teachers ain't nobody scared of you. You want to threaten my kid? I'll catch you after school, just like the kids tell each other. You want to threaten my kid? And if you threaten my kid, first of all, you shouldn't be working if you want to sit up here and threaten somebody that's vulnerable and that you possibly can't beat. But some of these teachers are going to get a rude awakening because some of these kids will fight you and they will knock your butt out.
And then how you threaten a student? See, and I'm trying to figure out. I ain't read the article yet, right? And do you know now they try to I think somebody passed a law or something about teacher having concealed weapon in school now.
Yeah, because so many teachers were being attacked by the students. And that part I did understand. But at the same time, It doesn't need to be like a pow pow, as you knew say. It needs to be like a taser or something, or some pepper spray, or something that can, disarm them for a second. Nothing that's going to cause permanent damage. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some teachers, they're jittery, they're scary. Something might have happened to them in the past. And if that kid do something that remind them of something that happened to them, that child could become an innocent victim.
And this what the nerve of the teacher had to say, right? He had to say, he said he said he dare that they get him fired, right? Okay. It says if she got me fired over saying that word, and I'm out of this school after 16 years, he would hunt her family for the rest of their life. The teacher said, You never know I was around, but I'd be doing stuff to make your life miserable all your life."
That's a terrorist threat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
child abuse.
hmm And think about it. The 16-year-old was recording it. Cause think about it. If your teenager came home and said this right here, you kind of would believe, but then again, you like, no, they ain't that teacher right there, right? Because you know how teacher act when you face to face with them. You already know how they go, don't you? Together.
Uh-huh.
So you had to figure out what the truth, what not the truth. But to hear that, and she got on a recording, Dean is appalled by this teen mother teacher behavior, saying that she is taking a distance security measure at her home. Her daughter has not returned to class since the incident. I don't blame her. Do you blame her?
No, but you know what? People are not paying attention. If you pay attention, there are a lot of children disenrolling from public schools, and they're opting to do homeschooling. And some of the kids that are doing homeschooling, they have older siblings like 18, 19, 20 that's at home, and they're able to watch those kids while the parents are at work, which is good. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the grandparents, the aunties and the uncles, which is good. But a lot of schools out here are getting ready to close down because they're like, it's too much violence in the school, not only with the students, but you have the teachers again. You have the people that's supposed to protect you, and they're not protecting those kids. And so those kids are coming home, stressed out and having nightmares and not wanting to go back. I'm gonna tell you now, let my shorty tell me I don't want to go back, honey. He be doing homeschooling, because there's no way I'm gonna sit here and let somebody that's unstable take their aggression out on him. Because guess what? I gotta see your mama, and I'm not scared. You may be big, but I'm not scared. I'm gonna let you know to your face. You tell your child to keep his hands to himself, or the next time he may not have none. We got to get back to protecting our kids and stop waiting and depending on the schools to protect our kid. You know that's what I see. They want the school's not doing a good job anymore. There was a story out here like a couple years ago. Two students got into a fight. They broke up the fight themselves, and they went their way. As they were getting in the car to drive away, the school security guard shot his pow pow through the window and struck a girl. So now, they sued the school. But again, the money is not going to fill that empty space of that person that's no longer here. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And the thing is, they don't know if he's still part of that school system or not. But according to the website, it appears he's still a staff member there. And it goes in and said they already had a run in with him in the past with things he said that are disrespectful and a bit racist. And I don't know what to say about some of these schools. I don't know what to say.
Oh, wow. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm reading Mama Media's comment, and she
Hmm.
was saying that some kid threatened to beat her asteroid a couple of weeks ago, and then the child was saying that I guess their mom's gonna try to come up there too. Well, guess what? Come up here. You may not walk back home. You might be carried to another direction, especially when you issuing out threats. And sometimes those kids issue out threats and they lie. And so you got to watch your kids too. You got to know your child as well, because sometimes your child will lie. Like them kids lied on and said they were just horse playing with a disabled person. No, they need to pursue it and keep going forward and not just accept the answer that the school is giving.
Yeah, you're right about that. Thing I see right here is it is more so. Yeah, we know the kids gonna say what they gonna say, but you know what I'm saying, and threats and all that stuff is how the teachers, the administrators respond, right? But you can't have teachers coming in and say they're gonna do this to kid, do this to the child, right? And you know what some of that come from, what the kids be saying. It come from the home training, right? And it's sad when the teacher don't speak up. It's sad when the counselors don't speak up. What the heck they in the school for? Respect Miss Chicago double speak. It's sad when the principal don't speak up. Other principal don't speak up.
Right.
And I did a story the other day, right, about the mayor and school superintendent in Atlanta City.
Okay.
What they alleged they were doing is beating their daughters, beating their daughter, child abuse, basically, right?
Right.
Think about a mayor and a superintendent of that school district, that city. That's the two high. That's the two highest job in a city, right?
Yeah.
When they are not doing what they're supposed to do, and you see what that mayor and that superintendent of that school district is doing to their daughter, what the heck we think the school system? Why the school system messed up?
Well, first of all, they probably not going to say anything because it's their superior and they don't want to lose their job. And sometimes you got to say the heck with this job, especially, knowing that your superior is doing something wrong. Me personally, because of video recording, I wouldn't be saying nothing. I'll just be video recording and I will gather my evidence. So when they say no, it's not true, a video tells 1,000 stories, baby. You can't defeat the actual video that's not broken up and chopped up, but it's actually showing the time and date, what you had on, what you said. That's enough for me. And if you didn't want to do anything, I would send it anonymously to, well, the news station can do you anonymous, even if they know you. I would send it to the news station. And that way it would have gotten more coverage a lot faster, because when you send it to the school, they can dummy it down and hide it. So why not just go directly straight to the news with the evidence? Because what kind of scandal? Mayor caught abusing child at his home, news at 6. Guess what? And they look at the video, the child record the video of getting cussed out and treated inappropriately, then that sheds the light. Guess what? You're no longer going to be voted in, and the person that was there with them, guess what? You're going to lose your job because we have evidence. Sometimes you have to be brave as a kid. And if there's a kid listening after this show and you're dealing with abuse and your parent has a high position, video record, don't say nothing, and shoot it to a news station that will want to take that story. Because what can they do? They can't sue the news because it's truth. The truth, are you there? I guess he's doing something. Yeah, but for me, that's what I would do. I would record, because if you don't record it, it's he said, she said, and plus with the powerful position that that mayor or whatever has, it's going to be their word against yours, and your word is going to get tucked away. But with the actual video, there's no way that you can tuck the truth away. Hold on, that's how I got hurt trying to stop a fight. Yeah, exactly. Like I was telling you guys, someone else I know basically broke their back, and they finally are getting a multi-million-dollar settlement. But at the same time, they were mad because he was trying to break the fight up. But when you got a kid that has the upper hand or bigger than the child that they're attacking, you know what I'm saying? That can become very dangerous. And then the mother, father, then the lawyers will say, well, why didn't you? How come you didn't do this? And how come you didn't do that? But now you're hurt and everybody's looking at you like a villain for trying to save somebody else's child's life. I think that's pretty stupid. I don't know what's going on with this world. I don't know what's wrong with people today, but it seems like people have really lost their minds. They don't have the common sense that, we had 10, 20 years ago. It's like their common sense just like flushed down the toilet. And I don't understand that some of the stuff that these people do, it's like they all need to be reevaluated, because it's like their minds are gone. They think that the wrong is right and right is wrong. It's crazy the way society is today. You want to get mad because you're doing something to a child and you want to threaten their life, but nobody wants to protect the kid. Now, what if that person would have threatened the wrong child and that child, had a weapon? Then they would have been saying, oh, it was just no, it wasn't just words. That child felt threatened. Believe it or not,
Yep.
we are instructed not to intervene because of a lawsuit. Okay, we still gonna get a lawsuit if that kid takes that child's life. Still gonna be a lawsuit if you stand around and watch it. Still gonna be a lawsuit if you stand around watching until the police actually shows up. You know, Either way it goes, it's gonna be. I'll take my chances in a lawsuit and break it down to the judge. This kid is 6'4". This kid is 5'5". This kid weighs 200. This kid's weigh 120 pounds soaking wet. I don't care. The school tells the teachers to never step in, but I was like bull crap and stopped them. But the end result, I got hurt. Yeah. I understand that. Same. Yeah, I understand that. But it's like messed up. These kids are coming from unstable backgrounds. They're coming to school looking at all these video games, thinking that they can pow somebody, and because it's a video game, the person will get up and you can push a button and start over. That's not the way life is. They think they can get into a car and do GTA and nobody gets hurt. Somebody did a GTA out here the other day, and they end up crashing up some cars and people got hurt really bad. And it's like, I don't want video games teaching my kid. You need to have one-on-one conversations. If you don't have time for your kids, you shouldn't have laid down and spread them open. When it comes to a kid, it's going to be time consuming. And I think that's what a lot of the problems are today. The parents are allowing the video games and the television shows to raise their kids. And so these kids don't know reality, to non-reality. D-Truth, go ahead.
You read about that, and you see what I put in the back chat, right? Yeah, it's like, dang if you don't, dang if you do. What you gonna do? You're a teacher. Kid been abducted in school. One bullying the other kid. You don't supposed to step in. You don't supposed to step in. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You don't supposed to step in and do nothing about it. So who really teaches these children at these schools? Who really teaches these children at home? I know some of these teachers, some of these school administrators got kids at home. I guarantee you, if that would happen to one of their kids, they want a teacher to step in. I got to step in. Look, if I was a teacher, I had to step in, even if they were fighting. Even if they fight, I got to step in. Because one, you don't know what's going to happen. As
Right.
two, guess what? You might break them up. Even if you sit at the principal, even if you do that right there, what happened after school?
They fight.
What if they still on school? What let's say they ain't on school ground. Then what then?
They get in trouble. They need to get in trouble.
Hmm.
Even if they go off campus, they still need to be in trouble. But a lot of times what happens is when there's a fight off campus, you even have grown adults that'll sit there and watch them fight instead of calling the police for help. You know what
Well,
I'm
but
saying?
yeah, you know what gets me though is you know what really gets me
What?
is these some of these parents. Oh, they ain't my child. My child didn't do that.
Man, you don't know what your kid will do when you're away from them.
Yeah, I get sick and tired of them parents saying that line. See, they forget they was a child growing up. What they did, they parents didn't see them do. Cause I see, and sometimes I be out. Sometimes we out at 9, 10, 11 o'clock. These
Hmm.
these young kids, I call them young kids. I don't know how old they be, 13, 14, 15, 16, still in school, still out at 11 o'clock at nighttime.
Yeah, Mama Media said day one on her bus, she
Mm-hmm.
does silence and watching.
Mm-hmm. You got to watch. Because if you don't watch, and see, that was something wrong with some of these teachers and some of these parents. They don't watch. They want to do a whole lot of talking and don't watch the kids. See, if you watch the kid, you can see the demeanor. You can see how they move. You can see they different attitude and different kid, and you know how to see. Some people fail to realize you can talk to one child a certain way, but you can't talk to another child the same way. Am I right?
I'm sorry. Mama Media crazy. She said day 14, let me introduce myself and our school year gonna be in. I mean gonna
Good,
end.
gonna yeah. But in a minute, Mama Mia, I'm gonna drop the link for you. You got too much to say in the chat. Cause she got experience with this. You know what I'm saying? School bus driver.
Hmm.
Remember I did that story about this school bus driver take this little girl to a seat. Remember I did that story?
What?
I did that story way back.
Oh no, I don't hear about that one.
But the thing is, look who's like we always say, kids do not do what we tell them to do. Okay, who
They
what
don't.
adults do? They do what they see.
Hmm.
And what these adults in schools is showing them, hey, we don't care about you. Hey, Michael Jackson hit it right on the head when he made that song. They don't care
They
about
don't
us.
care about us. Yep.
They don't care about our kids.
Not
Look,
at all.
I'm like this right here. They don't care about the dark skinned kids, right? And then there's some Caucasian white kids that really don't care about either. Would I be wrong if I said that?
No.
Even some Hispanic Latin kids that don't care about, Asian kids that don't care about. See, you got to. Some of these parents got to start learning how to homeschool their children, right?
Right.
I'm telling you the worst. I'm telling you the worst case scenario right here. This mom went to pick up her child from this private school, right?
Wow.
The one day she didn't say hi to the owner. The owner said she can't come back into school, right? To pick up her child. The thing
Wow.
about this though, but the mama was playing for her child to go there. So basically, everybody who go to a private school and the owner are paying them teachers and principal salary.
Yep. And shoot, sometimes them private schools be off the hook too.
Yeah, and see, I ain't gonna say we, cause we much older together, and some of the people in my chat are much older, right?
Okay.
I said, I'm gonna say the younger generation, the younger parents, they gotta do their research. They gotta start learning stuff so they can start homeschooling their kids. Be more active in their kids' school life. See what the teacher actually teaching them.
Right.
Cause you don't see if you don't know what your school is teaching your children, you just let them go around being indoctrinated, which they are.
Yep.
See, cause they don't want these schools to teach certain subjects, cause they're scared about the truth. Now you don't want these kids to learn how to write in cursive. Why not? Why
I
not?
don't know. That's weird. I got you, but I have to have me. If I'm not a problem solver and I get major results, let them let's have fun.
You're right about that. I like to have fun. See, I'm tell you, when I went to school, I don't know how about you together, everybody. When I went to school, teachers stayed around me. I couldn't do nothing to get. I couldn't do say nothing to get away with it. Then my substitute school teacher.
Right.
Now, if I have a problem with a subject in school and I had that and that teacher stayed in my neighborhood, I go to the house.
Right.
I'm trying to get. I like math, but that geometry was kicking my butt. I'm going to tell you that geometry was kicking my butt. But
You know
go
what? I
ahead.
want to get to that story real quick before you bring Mama Media up.
Yeah, go
Talk
ahead. Go ahead.
about that
Go,
kid. I'm gonna
yeah,
share my screen.
yeah. Okay, let me finish the story real quick. What I was about to say. Yeah, he lived right down the road from me. Right, just about
Yeah.
every day I went to his house so I could get things
Salute
right.
Armando.
To get it right. You know what I'm saying? See,
Mm-hmm.
I know majority of the people in the chat just about when they went to school, their teachers lived around. Some of their teachers lived somewhere near them. That's some of the teachers that work at some of these schools don't even live in the doggone neighborhood you from.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they don't give a you know what. Go right ahead. Hold on, go right ahead. Respect me and Armando.
I did. You just have to put it up. And let me see if let me know if you can't hear the audio because I don't know if it's gonna fair use, y'all. Where's the audio? What is this?
Commercial.
Oh, it's getting on my nerves.
A student-on-student attack at a middle school in Montgomery County was all caught on camera, and now parents are demanding answers.
This happened at Pembroke Middle School in North Wales 2 days ago. 69 News reporter Bo Colt now joins us here in the studio with the disturbing details. Bo.
Parents and students say the vicious attack could have been prevented if teachers had listened to warnings. Now, the district is not commenting today, but during last night's meeting, the superintendent said the injured student is home from the hospital.
Grabbing her hair and hitting her against the table and just repeatedly hitting her with the Stanley.
A Pembroke Middle School student describing Wednesday's student-on-student attack to North Penn School District officials.
There was blood going everywhere. I was the table right behind it, and all you see is blood everywhere.
The assault, caught on camera, happened in the school's cafeteria. And surveillance video shows a 7th grader walking along a lunch table when the accused student runs towards her and starts hitting her in the head with a Stanley cup.
What are we supposed to say to our children after this? How do I send him back to school? That's my question. How does he feel safe going back to school? Because he doesn't.
And parents packed Thursday night's meeting, demanding to know why nothing was done to prevent the attack. This after students said they had warned staff And this student even saying she was number 2 on a so-called hit list.
This was avoidable, and the district truly failed to protect the students.
Concerns weren't directly addressed, but the superintendent did say the district is investigating how this could have happened and working with local law enforcement.
This should not have happened, period. As an educator, your superintendent, and as a father, I am appalled by what happened.
A now ingrained image in the minds of the students that were there.
We had to watch them take her out with blood dripping down her face, and I will never forget that.
Superintendent Todd Bauer denies the student was transferred to the school after being expelled for violent behavior at another school. Now, police have filed charges, which includes aggravated assault. A hearing is set for Monday.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's something. And I'm gonna say this right here. I might sound insensitive when I say this. I feel bad for the kids. I really do. Right?
Yeah.
But think about it. How many times had that happened to darker skinned kids in school?
A lot.
And how many times have parents have said this and said that, and the school not say nothing? And the school board or school superintendent or the principal has said what that principal said.
Yeah, they just overlook it.
Yeah. But look now. This happened in the school. One of the owners got attacked. Now they want to say something.
It's sad.
It's sad. But like I said, I feel sorry, but I'm calling it like I see it. And you know I call it like I see it, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
And I know that there gonna be some people like, oh, he's so sensitive, he's racist. No, I'm not racist. I'm just a realist. It's a difference. You think how many times have you seen this happen to a melanated little boy and girl? It gets that kind of attention. How many times? I'll wait.
A lot.
I said, get that much attention on the news.
Oh no, they don't get that much attention unless it's a shooting or something like that, and they barely want to say anything about that.
Yeah, they won't say nothing about that. But as soon as it happens to one of their own, as I said, as soon as it happens to one of their own, now we got a problem. That child was a problem from the beginning.
Yeah.
But yet, kids go to school get bullied all the time. Some get called racial slurs, even by the teachers. But by the students.
We had one of those where a teacher actually called the kid an N-word. I forgot what state it was in, and that kid got up and knocked that teacher straight out.
Oh, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. But you want to call kids bad. Kids not bad. They just know what they learn.
Yeah.
And they say what they heard. So if you gonna call one out, gotta call all of them out. So this is what I suggest. If a child, one, just like that mass shooting that happened at that school, when the school warned the parents about what the child drawings and stuff like that, and gave them resources, right? Remember I said that, right? And they ain't do nothing about it, but now the parents are charged with full count of manslaughter. No, got convicted. Both of them got convicted of full count of manslaughter. See, if a student comes to class, comes to the school, and say what they say, I think the parents should be held accountable for it.
Yeah, you got the right to stop it. I mean, you have the resources to stop it, unless you just don't give a darn.
Respect to Keon 28. See,
Hey, Keon.
this what I said right here. Bottom line, if a child, this is the past, right? Doc told me, some older people told me, if you stick your nose in an adult business, you're gonna get treated like an adult.
Right.
See, some of these kids don't learn until they treated like an adult for their uh, uh, misbehavior, for their bad behavior.
Right.
And some of the teacher administrators who open the school system, they are still kids, but grown kids, because they haven't been taught the consequences of their action when they was growing up. Do you agree with that?
Right.
So what I see is, if I see two kids fighting, I don't care who they is, I'm gonna break them up. I'm break them up, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna break them up long enough. I'm like, okay, let me hear both of y'all side of the story. What y'all really fighting on? Oh, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna take either one of them side. I ain't gonna make a decision. This is the thing I'm at them. Is what y'all fight about worth fighting about? Because y'all keep doing this, anything somebody else says to you, gonna get you in trouble outside the school when you leave school when you're an adult.
Exactly.
See, I here with the hard reality. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing.
I believe it. They need to have the heart. I mean, like you knew said, it's learned behavior.
Yeah. See, and
And she said
sometimes,
her kids, sorry, she said her kids were disrespected because of the color of their skin. So she had to you know, put them in, I guess, put them in place, put them in their place.
see, it's all learned behavior. It all passed on down to each child that goes up there and passed on down. Even with us, some things are passed down. See, I get tired of people uh saying, "Oh, it's where I grew up at. That's why I act like that." No,
Oh, she
no, no,
said
no.
yes. Put the ass in their place.
I know what you said when she put that emoji up there. See, I'm gonna ask you. I want this question to be answered right here. What's your opinion on it? Is it the way people act, way kids act? Is it always? Is it where you grew up at determines how you act?
No, it's your whoever's in the house with you, the person that, like the parent, because there are so many kids that are in the ghetto. They are in really, really bad areas, and they're straight A students, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they've become the most amazing people. It depends on the people that's in your household. And sometimes you get those kids that will resist the ignorance of their parents and their family and won't, subscribe to the BS.
And you're right about that. And it ain't. See, it's all what you make of it. You see what I'm saying? It all up in the determination in the child's mind, right? As you get older, cause your daughter see her mom going out there and being a streetwalker, right? Bringing men in and out of the house. That don't necessarily mean that she gonna become one, right?
Right.
It don't mean because dad doing this, doing that, all the negative stuff. Don't necessarily mean she or he gonna become that.
Right.
See, oh, I'm a product of my environment. No, you're a product of your own mind.
Yeah, that's
because you
just
got
an excuse to do what they want to do without
yeah,
having accountability. That's BS. Because
yeah,
I met a girl like one time, and she told me her story. We were sitting somewhere, I forgot where we were, and she was saying that she was homeless, and she said, I was going to school getting straight A's all through the time that I was homeless living with my parents. And she said, and finally I was able to get a job. And she said, because of her grades and stuff, she got scholarships, this, that, and the other. She was able to get a good job, paid training, and it afforded her to get them like a 2-bedroom apartment. And she said, and we're okay. And she said, and I'm up for another promotion. And she said, I'm gonna try to save for a house, because her mother wasn't well educated. So, she was taking care of her mother and her siblings, and she didn't have a problem with it because they were grateful. Now if you didn't have somebody that's a butthole, then I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna leave y'all where y'all at. But she did pretty good for herself. She got a car and all kinds of stuff. So you could be from Skid Row. If you put your mind to it and work hard, you'll be a decent person. And I think my environment, that's a bunch of bull crap. Hi the boss, hi Shadow Realm. Hello
yeah. No,
everybody
no,
that's
no, no,
coming
no, no,
in.
no, 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 no. You didn't read the message. You didn't read the message. So don't worry about that. I took care of that, and somebody else took care of that too. So,
I
but
didn't see it, my bad.
yeah. So okay, but it's like this. It's not where you from, it's where you got to get to. Cause
Right.
with these kids these days, I don't care what skin tone, where you come from, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's it's uh, it's always that one somebody that child listen to, right? And
Mm-hmm.
plant that seed in their head that they can be great, that they can be great
Mm-hmm.
in life, and all it takes is a positive attitude to help these children. But
Right.
this is the question I got before I drop the link for Mama Mia.
It keeps sounding like you saying Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, me lack of the pizza.
But,
Oh Lord. Go ahead, Mama Media.
it's like this right here. That one that a seed that you planted a child's head
Yes.
will make them do the most amazing things. They give them so much confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't too much positive confidence out here in this world. It ain't that much confidence. There's no positive outlook in this world, in this country, what I said, like on this earth. Look at what the teachers doing. Yeah, women teachers leave with. You hear about the teacher? She was married, caught having sex in the car with a 17-year-old,
Getting Bucky naked.
and they were butt naked, and he got scared. He got scared and crashed her car.
Oh my God.
And he
Woo.
ran. They still caught her. And when the police caught up to him, she was still putting back on her clothes.
Oh wow. Remember that young, like he looked like he was a Filipino years ago, and I think the lady was Caucasian, and she got pregnated by her student.
Yeah.
Well, she finally
What?
passed. Yeah, she
Oh,
passed away, and he said he would never recommend that a child or a teacher mess around. Oh, you heard about it, the boss?
yeah. You talking about the one I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He
They
took
ran off the road. She was bucky naked.
he,
What was they doing?
no, he
Having
drove. No. He drove off when he seen the cop. He panicked. He crashed her car, and he got out of the car. He ran, and she was still trying to get dressed.
mm-mm.
Hey, Shay, too.
Hey Shay lady. Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. Media, you need to quit. If it ain't you, it's you knew.
I was trying to keep my mouth closed. I'm gonna let them say the stuff.
Yeah, but it's kind of, it's like then you got these guys, guy teacher with messing with the student, got the SOR, the police officer that's in the school messing with students. Who the hell can they trust?
Nobody.
Can't trust nobody.
Everybody want to get butt naked and they want to do the puff
Nasty.
daddy thing.
Up in the closet?
Huh?
They up in the closet?
No, they ain't in the closet, honey. They out in the open.
Yeah, and then I just had another one on my just had another one. And like I said, the school resource officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it either happened in Oregon or Washington State. Was talking to an 11-year-old, right? You know how impressionable young ladies and young men are, right?
Yep.
So I think he was 30-something years old, 20-something years old, whatever, how old he was. He was too old for her. And she got pregnant at 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she wound up on the line at 24 years old.
He knocked her off?
Yep, and another lady he knocked off.
Dang. Folks just knocking folks off. What the hell?
But I said that to say this right here. He was trying to flee with the baby, but they caught up to her, and he on the line himself.
Oh, Lord.
Which I called him a coward.
He should have knocked his own self off.
He did. He did.
No, I said not the women, but he should have knocked himself off. Why? I don't want to go with you. Shit, I got a different destination.
But I tell you this right here.
Knocked off mean took their life child.
I said that to say this right here. Who can our kid trust in school?
Nobody. Not even their friends, because their friends could be dirty too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I'm looking at adults. Why you can't trust the school resource officer because he or she might be trying to get into one of your kids' pants. Can't trust the teachers because they don't know nothing. They try to get in, probably try to get in your kids' pants. They don't tell what they telling them. Sure can't trust the counselor because they really what they counseling.
Probably behind the desk plucking their pickle.
Can't trust the assistant principal or the principal.
Sorry, y'all. But it's the truth. These folks is nasty. What they gonna call it? Porn junior high?
Respect, bros.
Hi, bro. How you doing? You know, it's ridiculous, man. I'm telling you. These folks are nasty. Shoot, set up your video cameras, roll them. You know, the only thing, the best school in the world is an empty classroom. Ain't nobody in it. You ought to stop. Well, what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, plucking their pickle. You know what I mean? Playing their little guitar. I'm just keeping it real. These teachers, these adults, they just nasty. They nasty. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say. I say vote me in for president. Every pedo, every child-loving adult, every person that think they're gonna get away with it, honey, let me be the president, because it won't be no transgender stuff like how they doing. I will take it, cut it off, and somebody I'll do that.
Yeah.
If it's a she, I'll sew it up.
See with me, that right there is it's something to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
That teacher that I read about said the N word, said he want to hunt that 13-year-old fella down if he get fired.
He
Them
ain't
the
gonna
teacher I
hunt
get
nothing
scared of.
down. He ain't gonna
Now,
hunt nothing.
but see, them the type I get scared of. So I'm saying, tell you why. That's why I say teacher with powers in school, with guns in school, I'm gonna say it. That's not a good. That's not a good idea.
But then no, they don't need that. But there's a few stories that I have done on my own where there was a teacher. She was an elderly teacher, and the girl was playing with her phone in class, and the teacher was like, "Well, I'll give it back to you, after class, but I really want you to concentrate." The girl caught the teacher in the class by herself. Of course, they had cameras in the room. And when I say she beat that old woman down, she beat that old woman down. And then she had a nerve to be in court crying. And the teacher's daughter was like, wait till you get out. And when you saw the daughter, oh, she gonna get a royal beat down. She better move to the moon.
Yeah, and respect to Brown Sweet. Thanks for coming in.
Hold on a second. I'm serious. I have a guy who may be 14 years at best. He's big, mindset of a kid, built like a quarterback at 6'2", have no idea how someone else would look at him. Shoot, man. I'd look at him. I wouldn't be scared.
Respect to Miss Cook V, Miss V.
Hello,
Thanks for coming
everyone.
in.
Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Thank
But
you so very much.
I'll tell you this right here. There's a children that is 13, 14, big for their age. And there's some school, the middle school and the high school that look like they could be older than us.
Right. You know
But they
what?
not.
I went to the store yesterday and I took baby Wolf with me. And there was a guy in the store. I kid you not. When I turned around, I kid you not, it was like my face was at daggone near his kneecap. I looked, I said, dang. And baby Wolf grabbed me. I said, what's wrong? He pointed at the dude. He's a giant. I was like, wow, how old are you? I think he said he was 18. Man, I'm telling you, he had to be over 7. He could have been 7 feet tall at 18 years old. He was humongous, and everybody in the store was looking at him walking by. I was like, good God almighty. I don't know what they feeding them kids.
And
I definitely want my child's teacher to intervene.
let me read some of them.
Well, read faster.
No, I'm letting you talk. I muted up. But go ahead.
My bad. See how he treat me, y'all? See how he treat me? He better be glad we ain't in class. I'd smack him in the back of his neck.
No, you know what I do? You know, we was in class. Hey, I go tell a guy that you really don't like. You go tell her, she really like you. She's just telling you that.
Now I'll be like, I sure do. I like you to get out of my damn face.
Hey, you know what else I'll do? Like, I said, she told me give you her phone number. Here you go, call her tonight.
Don't you know phone numbers could be changed real quick?
But you wouldn't you wouldn't never know I gave it to her.
That's all right. As soon as I heard his voice, I'd hang up and call and say somebody's harassing me. And then I'd find the ugliest girl in school, give her your phone number and your address.
But I'm probably here. I don't answer. Look at. I don't answer text or phone number. I do not know.
It don't matter. She still show up at your house. I'll be like, he said he want to be your baby daddy. He want to be your baby daddy.
But you know what? She come to the house. I look at her with her. She ain't coming in.
That I get you new to do that beautiful artwork. Have a picture of you laying on the couch all sexy, and say to mi amor.
But like I said, you got to laugh because these stories right here is we got to protect our children.
Right.
See, we are our children's first line of defense.
That's true.
'Cause-
But let me ask you a question. Okay, let's say we're supposed to be the children's first line of defense, right? Let's say we have a lazy parent and the kid is crying out. Basically, like the kids were telling the principal in the story we just watched. They was telling the principal, the school guard, they were telling the teachers, they were telling the counselors. They were telling everybody that this boy, which was the kid that attacked that little girl, was a transgender. He was a boy. So you know the force in his muscles that he had to use when he was hitting that girl with that cup. And then to say that I have more people on my list, honey, let me tell you something. I wouldn't be at the school. We'd be at that mama and daddy house whipping on that little boy's ASS, giving him an A whipping that he should have had long ago, because you're not about to hit my kid with no cup, period. It's not going to happen. And if my kid came home and told me that somebody threatened to hit him with a cup, I'm going to be up there. I'm going to sign up so that I can get clearance to come up in, and I want you to act like you swinging. And I'm going to see how fast you swing. And I'm going to tell them, you touch my kid, I'm going to touch you. And I don't care. You can call the police if you want to, but that's one kid you won't touch today.
But I'm going to tell you this right here. It was something you were talking. Something that crossed my mind. I think I probably forgot about it, but I remember. Yeah, I know. That's you.
No, that's you. You the one forgetting.
Hey, but don't let me start hiding because I know Baby Wolf around. Don't let me throw that wolf signal.
Don't do that. I don't want to hear that
all
all night.
right, I go tell mama, hey, she said hi, and let you talk to her.
I'll hang up. Ain't nobody gonna hear me crying live. The devil is a lie. You won't catch me crying live.
Hey, I told you, hey. But it's kind of
dirty. That was dirty.
What?
What you said, that was dirty.
I'm big brother. I'm supposed to have all the dirty tricks up my sleeve.
All right, we're gonna see. Let's not have a war because I'm gonna win.
Got me for you that laughing.
You wrong for that, y'all. He wrong. He let me speak to moms and made me cry. Then here you knew behind me talking about what's wrong. Like, yeah, your voice cracking too. So shut up. Don't laugh.
You had to tell on her.
She was crying.
You had to tell on her. Why you telling them?
Like I said, if one get caught, we all get caught. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
See,
I had to cut her off because she always getting me. I had to cut her off.
Well, but it's like this. With children, they are sponges. They soak up stuff.
Right.
But when are the adults going to start holding themselves accountable, holding themselves up to the high responsibility of their actions?
Hey, can I ask you something? Would you say that, like, okay, let's say you, me, Armando, you knew, Mama Media. Let's say there's another group of people, like say it's 5 of us and it's another group of 5. We're the type of parents that are on top of our kids, what they're doing. We're going to the meetings, we're corresponding, we're doing all this stuff. So would you say the parents that are not doing any of that, those are the kids that these people are targeting? Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, I would.
No, we didn't hear about the student that beat the teacher last week.
Okay, Shay. Do you have time?
That's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying. That's why
Mhm.
these teachers want to carry weapons, because there are children. I'm not talking about the ones that won't attack, but I'm talking about the children that have a record, or they've had trouble with the kid in the past with aggressive behavior, and
Mhm.
they're in your class, and now they want to fight you. Those are the kids that you need to have like pepper spray, hit them with the pepper spray, just to get them back, but not a gun. That's too permanent and that's too definite. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, but we can't look. But we can't say what teacher gonna do and what they not gonna do. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing we can't say.
No, no, no. I'm saying teachers need to be armed with pepper spray. And if a child is acting out, they need to have like an alarm that they pull, like
A
at the
panic alarm.
hospital. At the hospital, when the patient is in distress, they need to have at least an assigned class leader that will run to that bell and pull it, and they'll know to run to that class. They need to like add those to the classes, because if you pull the thing in this class 101A or B, at least the staff that's on that's supposed to take care of that, they'll know to run to that location right away before it gets too bad. And that way they have the cameras in the class, and they can see. They need to start prosecuting some of these kids, especially if the parents are not, like they did that boy, the one that they had the pow pow. They need to do the same thing to these parents when they know they have unruly children. What do you think?
I've been said that.
Okay.
I've been said that. See, these parents these days is not like our parents when we grew up, right?
Mm-mm.
They tell us they tell us that we represent them when we go out, right? That's what they
Yep.
tell us, bro.
Yep.
And we knew what we got when we knew how to act in school.
Yep.
And we act a certain way in school because our parents, we knew we were going to get, because our parents really didn't want to come home, leave their job to come there. And then we had teachers that really cared about their students. And in this day and age, there's quite a few, about 1% that care about the student for real.
Right.
And when that has been said, like I said, when a child is going through what they're going through, and I really don't think having a teacher with, I understand pepper spray, I understand teachers want to have protection in school, I understand that,
Right.
but is that really going to solve anything?
I think it would, because my thing is this, like I said, if you put that safety measure in class where there's like a switch or something that the teacher can push or something like that, and that child knows that if the teacher can't get to it, a child that's assigned to it, unknowing who it is going to be for the day, that child push that button, then it's a wrap for that kid, because the cameras are going to be rolling. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the staff is going to come to the rescue of the teacher, to help break it up. So that's what I really think. I think they need more school security where they train for those moments, do like mock fight breakouts with students and stuff, like rehearse and see how fast it takes for the staff to actually get to that teacher before something really bad happens. So now we're gonna have to treat the damn schools like a jailhouse, because you got kids that are out of control. Like I said, a lot of this aggression is coming from these video games. When you listen to these kids, like this one kid, we was in Walmart, I think, and they had the game. Hold on a second, sorry.
Yeah, so somebody called. But like I said, it's these children, they got to get get where they got to get to.
Sorry about that. Like I was saying, if we have that security measure set up, then we could go ahead and do some mock, rehearsals, and that'll help.
Yeah, you're right about that. Mock rehearsals and all that stuff. Who that? Shay Toon, media. If you want to come up, and I'm gonna just drop the link in the chat. Y'all want to come up? Let me know, and I will let you up. And if not, I just go back and delete the thing. Okay. You see what she said? She coming for a minute. Drop back in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
See, we don't have to wear the same things. We don't have to wear the same color. You notice that, right? But it's
Don't
crazy.
that camera stuff get on your nerve?
Yeah, but it good. But it shows clear though. It shows clear.
Mine
And I'll
too.
tell you, yeah, and I'll tell you this right here. Like I said, children, and like I said, some of these adults that teaching that does everything. And I was while you was talking, I was watching the news, right? I think a coach at some school had this up with a student. I didn't turn the volume up to hear it. That's what I'm talking about. It's always the people that our kids is trusted with, and then sometimes the kids act out because what be going on at the house.
Right, exactly.
And sometimes the teachers act out because of what's going on at the house with their husband or their wife, which is not right because they're not children's. They children's. I said children with an S on the end. That's sad, ain't it?
Ebonics.
Let's see who we got it back here. Oh, okay, it is her. Okay. Oh,
What's up, Mama Sita?
You snuck up here?
Turn on your microphone.
She snuck up here.
Give me a couple minutes. Go ahead and talk.
Okay. Hello, everybody in the chat. So, you know how you were saying, like, they would have where you can actually call somebody, like call to the office, so that way, you know, if anything's going on with the teachers or in the classroom, right? Hold on, I don't know why I can't hear y'all.
We was on mute. Yeah.
I was on mute when I'm talking. Sorry, okay. So let me tell you what happened. My kids, when they were in school, the teacher put her hands on my son, right? You guys got to say right, because I want to know that you guys are there and listening.
Yeah, okay. Well, we hear you. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Anyway, so basically, right? They the teacher put her hand, like grabbed she called herself trying to grab him by his sweater, but ended up pinching him. Well, I got the news and I went to the school, and I didn't even do anything. Do you know that heifer called the office and said, "Can y'all call 911? I got an angry parent at my door." I was like, dang, I didn't even do nothing. All I did was knock at your door.
Well, she thought she was going to get an A whooping.
Well, she shouldn't have put her hands on my son.
People don't think that far, sis. You know that.
Well,
go ahead with your story.
So basically what ended up happening is, this is the part that I feel like they should not have did that to me. They actually told me I couldn't come to the school grounds. I can come pick up my kids, but that's as far as it can go.
Did you disenroll them?
No, I was still coming to the school. They couldn't stop me.
Because your child was enrolled there.
Yes, my kids are at school. They cannot stop me from walking in and taking care of my kids. And then I also called her a prejudiced bee, and that made them really upset. That's why they really was like, yeah, you're not coming back here no more. And I was like, yeah, you wish.
I know that's right. You're not going to tell me I can't come up to the school and see my kid. I'll pull my kid out, because the more kids that are pulled out of school, the less money y'all punks make.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying, so they did have that security that you were talking about, but it was used the improper way, because she said that I was trying to do something. All I did was knock at the door.
See, that's
And they
why
had,
they needed to monitor the cameras.
Yeah, and they did have cameras. See, and in most security officers, I can see you had about 3 of them in there. 2 of them walking around the schools and all of that stuff. One walking in the school, one driving around the school, one monitoring the camera.
Mm-hmm.
2 monitors the camera. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a lack of security. I don't know about y'all. We didn't have no school resource officers when I went to school.
Yeah.
Did they have any officer walking around in y'all school when y'all went?
No. They just had the little press the button in the classroom if there's any issues. As a matter of fact, when I was a substitute teacher over at that same school that this happened at, I pressed the button because there were some students fighting. It took them 5 minutes to come into the classroom. I had to stop the fight myself. I ended up getting a bruise the size of a baseball and a half. Because I told you, I don't let kids fight in my classroom. And this big old kid was sitting there picking up the desk and everything, trying to fight with the boy. So I was like, nah, not under my watch. So, yep. Out there.
Yeah, we still here. That's sad right there. Cause like I said, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and let them fight.
Nope. But it took them 5 minutes to get to my classroom. Once I stopped the fight, I was like, so what's the use of having that button? It doesn't work.
That gets me.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we on that right there? Yeah. This all goes in one. It's kind of funny how you call 911. They ask you all these questions, right? Mm-hmm. And why they asking all these questions? Why you asking me all these dollar questions? Got my address. I told you my address. What happened in that? Why is nobody out here?
Yeah, that part. Okay, so I feel like people on the dispatchers, they need more training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot more training, because that's how people are becoming unalived, getting shot, getting stabbed, and they're not doing anything. They're literally not being trained properly, because they're allowing things to happen on their watch, even though they're not watching it, but they're on the phone and somebody's yelling for help, and they're like, oh, give me your address. What's your address? Damn it, I'm telling you, I'm getting stabbed. What the heck you want me to do? You can literally get it from the signal, that you can get my address from the signal. Why am I having to yell at you and tell you what's going on? And I'm telling you, this person is stabbing at me and you're not even doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, right. Respect to my Kelly sister, my other Kelly sister.
Hi, Monique.
Hello, Monique.
Monique here.
What up, girl?
How y'all doing out there in your neck of the woods? Cause you don't live the same neck of the woods she live in. I think she live in the rough part of it.
There's rough parts all over the place, depending.
Yeah, but this what I see right here. I guarantee you, you knew together and the chat could agree with me on this or disagree with this. I guarantee you, if we lived in a suburb full of white folks, I'm going ahead and say it, and we called 911, they'd be at that fast, quick, and a hurry, wouldn't they?
Oh, hell yeah. What you think?
Well, I can get them to my house fast. All I gotta do is put on my Valley Girl voice.
Like, oh my God, like totally. Like, can you kind of like help me? Okay.
He's trying to stick me with like a spoon and like, I think his name is like Tyrone or something like that.
Totally.
But I'm like, I'm trying to figure this out here. Why do it take so long for people to respond? Why do it take so long for the school to respond? Why it take so long for a parent to respond? That's the sad part.
They don't
You
care.
know, yeah, don't care.
They
Okay.
don't
When
care.
people start gonna care?
I'm
Go
gonna I'm
ahead.
gonna I'm gonna tell you guys something that happened to me. It was not me. It was the school. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to get off because like I said, I snuck up in here.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
because
gonna.
no, not
I'm
because
gonna tell you.
not that kind of snuck, but like literally my husband's sleeping. I can't yell, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, um, my kid was at school, and he was going to welding school through the school. So what they did is they used to take them to another school for the welding building. So the bus driver was late because he was sitting there running his mouth with somebody, right? So he was rushing the kids to get on the bus. Hurry up, get on the bus. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. So my son's getting ready to sit down, and the bus driver, knowing he was late, he took off. My son bashed his head. Okay.
Oh my
Do you
goodness.
know they didn't tell me nothing about it? My son called me and told me. So I said,
Girl,
is this how I was like, is this how we're gonna work this? Really? Okay. All right. So I took him to the hospital. He did have a minor concussion, and I had to keep an eye on him for 24 hours. After he was better, I was able to go to the school. And I told that fat ass bus driver something about himself. Anyway,
I know you did.
yes, I did. I told him, I said, huh?
I'm gonna ask you, is it anything you said that you could say on here that you told him that would not get us?
No, you were not. You're not going to get on. No, don't worry about that. I don't get like that. Anyway,
I thought you went hood on him for a minute.
No. So he and his wife are supposed to be these Christians, like hardcore Christians.
Girl,
oh Lord!
Sat there lying. They lied the whole time. They literally were sitting there. They talked together and they sat down and they lied about my son. Oh, your son wouldn't sit down, and I told him to sit down. I said, first of all, I got to see this on camera. Well, obviously, supposedly the camera doesn't work. Come to find out, it was the bus driver's fault because he was late because he was sitting there running his mouth with another bus driver. Guess what? They had to pay for my son's hospital bill and the pain and suffering.
good.
Because I let them have it. I was mad as hell. I let them have it.
I know you was, and I tell you this right here. I'll tell you something in the back chat for together, and I found out that one of when I put that number behind that name together, it's a 2 behind that.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's a 2. But like I said, you never know who's watching.
True.
And I'm gonna say it. They watch all our channels.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you this right here. And while you were talking together, when you were talking together, I went back in my sister's room and told her, I said, "Oh, she on the phone with my sister, right? She would have been in the chat tonight, but she on the telephone." I told her, I said, "I better see you tomorrow when I go live."
That part.
But you homeschool Shay, that's good. That's good right there for you. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some parents want to homeschool. There's some parents that want to homeschool.
Yeah.
I'm say that right out the back, but they can't because they got to work to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I have stories I could tell you guys about schools, but I'm getting ready to get off of here and get in the chat before I wake up my hubby.
Yeah, before you wake up and see you doing what you.
I ain't doing. No, you're gonna stop playing with me. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna stop playing with me.
Together, you know who you're gonna blame it on, right?
You.
Together.
You.
Oh, you're gonna blame it on me and together.
You. All right, I'm gonna get back in the chat, y'all.
All right. Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. But this right here is a serious subject. How do we go about teaching our kids who to tell what's going on and how to react to certain situations? That's what the solution we got to come with. That's the solution we got to come with. So our solution to just about everything
Right.
is fighting it is not the answer, right?
Right.
Suing the school system is not the answer either, is it?
So would you say suing the school?
Yeah, it's not the answer either.
I mean, it's not the answer, but I guess it can compensate you a little bit. And see, me, if I sued the school, then I would take that money and put my kid in a much better school. So in a way, yes.
But yeah, but what about the other students that go through what your child went through? You see what I'm saying?
Then that's when you start getting on the PTA teachers boards and you start being proactive when it comes to meetings and things of that nature. It, like I said, a lot of kids that get mistreated are those that have parents that are working very hard and don't have time to come to the school and to know what their kids are doing. But those that are proactive, you have less of a problem.
Yeah, and if I'm going to tell you, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And anybody else that got a channel that's in the chat, drop your channel link in there so people go sub up to you. I would appreciate it. Hey, go for it. And Shay said when she used to teach, she had a child throw a tantrum and tried to kick her. How the question is, was it a toddler or was it elementary school child, middle school, or high school? The reason I asked because I got something to say to that, but I don't know what it is. But
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know how.
tolerate no kicking. You know, you better not
Yeah.
kick me, or you're gonna be in that corner.
Mm-hmm. What happened about putting the child in the corner? What happened to making the child right on the chalkboard? I would not do something 10 to 20 or 30 times, right? What happened to that?
They
So
call that abuse. They call it abuse.
yeah, but what more is abuse with these school resource officer, these teachers, the principal putting their hands on the child? Which one would you rather have them do?
I would rather them make them write standards because think about it. We had more respect. We didn't want to write 1,000 standards. I will not talk. I will not talk. I will not play. I will not run. I will listen to the teacher. And you had to write that over and over, man. And you look at how much you got to do, and your parents are like, get it done. You be like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing else in that class.
And then I got through that. You got to get your homework done.
Yep.
It's not funny, but it's funny. Yeah, he went to timeout in a he went to timeout, put him in a chair with a coloring book. See, that's how you're supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
Cause
these kids is something else.
see, and I'm looking at this right here. Children at school is learn behavior at home. They come to school, they do what they do at school because what we're doing at home because the parent they got done. Like I said, everything goes down the line, right? Everything goes down the line, and like I said, got these parents don't believe their child did anything wrong, but yet they did something wrong, and they don't see it as their fault. It's the parent's fault sometimes, but sometimes it's not the parent's fault. Sometimes it's the situation, and especially if the parents don't know where their child at and what they doing. and all the other influence that's outside the house. Just think a child doing what he does and learning from his parents, and outside go hanging with the wrong people. That double time, ain't it?
Yeah. But you know what? You have some parents that have kids that have mental disabilities. And when that kid acts out, they think that you're supposed to be just as understanding. First of all, I don't have a kid that has autism. I sympathize with that kid. But at the same time, if you know your kid has a behavioral issue, you don't need to put them amongst kids that are not struggling with those issues, because it becomes a clash. And let's say that kid with autism strike out at a kid without a behavioral disability, they may hurt that child. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to get mad at you. No, you should have made sure that your child was in the appropriate setting.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this right here. And there's some teachers is supposed to be trained in them certain classroom environment with students like that, with student with disability, with student that don't have the mental capacity to be in a regular classroom. But yet they supposed to have patience, right?
Not really. If you're not trained for that, no.
No,
If I don't have, if I'm not trained to deal with a kid with autism, like there's a family member. One of the kids has autism, and I was sitting down, and that kid took their cup and hit me, and I didn't know that the kid had autism, and I grabbed that kid and I put the kid in the corner and said, "You better not move." And I guess the look that I had on my face, that kid didn't move. So when her mom came in the house, she was like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Your kid took that metal container and hit me in my knee, and I really had a knot." And she was like, "My child has." I said, "Well, if your child have autism, take her little ass outside with you and let her autism it up. Don't bring her up in my house." Because she was taking her container, hitting my furniture, and thank God she couldn't reach my TV, because her mama would have left here on the bus, because I'd have took that brand new car.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. No, reason I said that, I want to talk about the ones that trade for that. I'm talking about the ones that are trade for that. You see what I'm saying? Because you got some people that trade for that, different special need kids, whatever, for a certain situation. They supposed to have patience. All teachers supposed to have patience, no matter what the kids are. You see what I'm saying?
Look at Shay's comment.
Yeah, she said a male teacher got in trouble for making a kid fight a special need kid the other day. She says all over the news. Together. See, can you look that up right quick? Together, probably already on it. What city? What city or state this was in? Shay. And she said he quit before they suspended the teacher, but he will have charges. Yes, he will going to have charges. He going to have charges. He should have charges. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. He should not have charges.
Oops, baby Wolf up here howling.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough. Go on, little Wolf. Okay, baby. I'm baby Wolf. I'm gonna pluck your fur. Keep on.
Dang, I guess he told you. I guess he told you.
He did.
He corrected you real quick, didn't he? Hey, baby Wolf, do me a favor. Hey, baby Wolf, you do me a favor.
Baby Wolf.
Oh, he gone now. I've been telling him.
Ooh, he said, "What is it?"
Oh, you talk to your uncle like that?
He talking to you.
You talk to your uncle like that? Huh? Nah. I tell you what, baby, look, give me one more howl and let Mama finish up with. Okay, thank you. I can't with him. I can't with him. I can't with him.
Not earlier, he was running. Baby Wolf is here. Baby Wolf is
Yeah.
leaving. Baby Wolf is here again.
But you know what? He said so smart when he went over on the mic, right? He knows he changed it. He knows how he changed his tune real quick.
I said, baby, he said, what is it? That's you news. That's you new godchild. She got a handful over here.
She said she said Cali too. She said she taking Heifer to Cali.
Oh, he quit before they suspended him.
I thought that what you doing.
They don't play out here. That mess over here.
I thought you were looking it up.
No, I wasn't looking it up. But you want me to?
Yeah.
What did he do? That's one thing where he has a teacher quit. What did he do?
He said Metro got in trouble for making a kid fight a special need kid the other day.
Oh yeah, the Soma in Soma, California, Sonoma County. No, that's different. I'm trying to find. Hold on a second. It's special ed. No, it's not showing me. I gotta It's not showing me. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. I don't see it.
You have to find it somewhere. It should be in there.
Hold on, let me look for it.
And while she's looking up, like I said, we gotta pay attention to our kids, and we gotta pay attention to the teachers and vet them too. We gotta vet them real good and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, and make sure they are what they're supposed to be.
I think that's in Indianapolis, not in California.
Okay. News station CBS12.com. Yeah, he said in the last call said Indianapolis.
Yeah, that was Indianapolis. Yeah. That's crazy. What is going on with these teachers?
I do not know.
He is no longer employed by the district, having resigned on November the 2nd before he could be fired, which the district was prepared to do. Indianapolis Public Schools said in an email to Mac, whatever the heck that name is, somebody's news. The boy tried to tell his mother what was happening, and one spoke to her on the phone while at school, but he was hysterical and difficult. It was difficult to understand. The mother instantly knew something was wrong, but could not make out what was happening, the suit said. Unable to calm her child down enough to communicate with him, she immediately left her place of work and drove to the school. Is this I don't know if this is the same one where that black lady was fired.
What, the same school?
I don't know. It seemed like it, but it may not be, because the kid had like ADHD. Neither a teacher or administrator would tell her what happened, but her son said he had been attacked by another student. His head slammed into a desk, then repeatedly struck after being yanked onto the ground, according to the lawsuit. She brought this to the attention of the vice principal, but no action was taken. Additionally, she was told her son couldn't be trusted and that it was her child who was disruptive, lying, and that this was a sign of disordered personality in the child and was related to ADHD. His grades fell and he continuously begged to stay home from school. Then at a parent-teacher conference in November 1st, the truth accidentally came to light, the suit said. The teacher tried to show a video of the classroom environment to the boys' parents, but inadvertently began showing the wrong video, and it showed their son being assaulted according to the court documents. Good God Almighty!
So that is a video.
Yep, they accidentally showed the damn video.
So I wish we could get a hold of that video.
You know what? I'm gonna try to see if I could. Man, that's crazy. And if they don't have it, it's probably because it's going to be used in the suit, and they don't want anything. No, there's no video. I don't think they want to show the video because there probably is a lawsuit.
Yeah, the negotiation, all that stuff. Yeah. So Shay said it's on YouTube.
I can't. Well, you're gonna have to look it up, bro.
Oh boy. You know I'm on my phone. You have to know how to do
that's
it.
right. That's right. Let me look and see. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, let me mute my mic because I got sounds going on in the background. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah. See, it's a whole lot of different stuff going on with I don't think nobody got Twitter last call. Well, I tell you this right here. You gotta be careful. That way, just like when you go on a date with somebody or you see talking to somebody the first time, go on a date with them, you gotta vet them. You got to see the teacher. You got to see their movement. You got to see their body language. You got to see how the teacher move in the class, how they react to different stuff, to different kids. Although we know some children are gonna do what they're gonna do.
Okay, I found it. Hold on a second. Go ahead and share. Hold on a second. Darn it.
Moving too fast.
Yeah, I was. Okay, go ahead and share my screen. Let me know when you're ready.
This is the news. Oh yeah, this is the news. Okay, go ahead.
Video, you can see a child on top of his classmate hitting him in the face. Behind the child's cries for help, you can hear a man say,
"Get him."
That voice, the family believes, was the boy's teacher.
Are you done yet? That's the teacher saying that to these children as he's beating up on this little boy. Are you done yet? It's shocking.
31-page lawsuit details what the 7-year-old allegedly endured over the course of 3 months. One paragraph states he was struck, slapped, and hit in the head repeatedly. 2 times, the boy claims, his teacher held him, while students punched, hit, and kicked him.
It appears that this was being used as a disciplinary technique in his classroom. Instead of beating a child senseless himself, at least according to what we have, he was allowing another child to do it.
Also named in the lawsuit, a substitute teacher who was assisting in the classroom. Court documents claim the sub may have witnessed some of the abuse and didn't report it.
The substitute teacher, at least recorded in the DCS documents, said, that's bad, kids, and that's what you do. And so rather than being trained as mandatory reporters, rather than stopping abuse happening in a classroom, we're seeing people within this school district that has a responsibility to train educators, to supervise educators, allowing them to basically run amok.
The boy's mom claims she alerted both the principal and vice principal of George Washington Carver School number 87. She states she had parent-teacher conferences with her son's teachers. All of them, she says, brushed off the claims or placed the blame back on her son. She says it was at one of those parent-teacher conferences where she saw proof of her son's claims.
And the teacher says he's going to show her a video of the classroom, showing the classroom environment. As he's scrolling through his phone, he accidentally clicks on this video, thinking it's obviously, we assume, a different video. When she sees it's her child on the floor being hit, she tries to grab the phone from his hand, as we understand it. And in doing so, the volume goes up. And that's where she hears, "Get him, hit him." And she realizes it's the teacher's voice.
Whether the teacher could face criminal charges, the family's attorneys say it's up to the prosecutors.
We are seeing in some of these cases that charges aren't being filed for over a year. So just because charges haven't been filed yet does not mean they're not going to be filed. It could still happen.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories.
Yeah. Brown Sweet, okay. Yeah, I know you did, Brown Sweet. Go ahead and get you some rest, because I know you probably have to go get up for the work in the morning.
That's crazy.
Okay. That's who I was talking about. No one else said what. No one else said that one number changed.
Yeah, how you doing?
I know who that is. I know who that is.
Everybody.
I know who that is. I know who that is. I kind of how should I put it? I kind of said, "Oh, you need to come on in here."
Tell them folks what to do. Tell them folks what to do.
You knew said she would have reported him as a substitute teacher. Salute, EJ. Respect to Static 716. Hey, cuz. That cause they got a video for you that happened 4-year-old about a teacher beating a student. They always, what is that, together?
Mm-hmm. Let's see, bring them on.
Yeah.
We need to do a series on this one about all these kids getting hurt at school.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it. And we're gonna this is gonna be another series. They're gonna be coming up next week.
Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Static 716. Type again in the chat so I know you got it. You already got that. Because I told you I'm gonna give it to you. Look at you kidding to me.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Because I didn't know. But I tell you this right here. Teachers, kids, let me put it this way. Kids, parents, administrators, and non-administrators, right?
Uh-huh.
They got to get their damn act together. Bottom line, because I'm like this. If my niece comes home, says this teacher or that teacher or this student, whatever, and she tell her mom tell my sister tell me, it's gonna be a problem.
Real talk.
Wait a minute here. Hold on. You see what Mama Media said? She said she ate sleep.
Mama Mia.
Yeah. You know what I said.
Mama Mia, pizzeria.
You're right. You are. We sure are. And I'm going to put this out here right quick together. I'm going to put this out right quick. Is it okay? Together.
Go ahead. I'm looking for something. Go ahead.
Okay. And I want somebody to mess with her. That's all I want to say. How you, media? How are you asleep and still here? You're listening. Yeah, that's from 4 years ago. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know what? Static 716, I got to get you up here one day. Static 16, I got to get you over here one day.
I'm going to play this video. Hold on.
Okay. You got a page and you're doing that with it. How about that? Ain't no use to get that Macaulay Culkin look Home Alone. You zoned out for 40 minutes, heard my voice.
Okay, bro.
Okay. I told we get down over here. We get down over here.
You ready?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Tonight, Tiffany Shadell Langford is out of a job, charged with aggravated assault after a violent outburst caught on camera. The 32-year-old substitute teacher seen punching a 16-year-old special needs student repeatedly before pulling her from her desk and appearing to stomp on her head. The family's attorney telling NBC News the girl is now suffering from blurred vision and memory loss. What sparked the attack is still unclear, but school officials say deputies arrested Langford, who was then fired. The district posting on Facebook, under no circumstances that behavior tolerated at Lehman High School.
It's scary to know, that things like that are happening in school.
In a statement, the student's family is demanding justice, saying, "We are shocked and disgusted after seeing the abuse and excessive force used in this teacher's attempt to discipline a special needs child." Tiffany Shadell Langford was not available when we visited her home for comment. And tonight, that family's attorney tells me that the 16-year-old saw a neurologist and trauma specialist today because of the injuries from this attack, adding that family members and loved ones are standing close.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here.
Yeah. Just like 716, hey, just like 716 said, yeah, she do. She do. But then check this out. They're going to throw the book at her. You know that, right?
I would be whooping her ass every day in jail.
But think about this. Think about this. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Right? They're going to throw a book at her. But
They're going to throw more than a book at her.
What about, hear me out. Don't I say that. Hear me out right quick. How many times have you seen a lighter skinned person do that to a darker skinned person? And they get off light.
We've seen it.
Yeah, they get off light.
Oh, yeah. Just like that DJ.
And I told you, they're going to throw the book at her. See, what's the difference between her doing it and somebody else doing a lighter skin tone?
Because it's a lighter skin tone person. And she's a black woman.
Yeah, but besides the skin tone, what's the difference in it? There ain't no difference, is it?
There's no difference, but
we know the system.
She's going to get it harsher because of the color of her skin.
She'll fit right there with you and you knew. Amelia. She'll fit right in with y'all. You know that, don't you?
Yep. They both crazy.
Now, you see what 716 is, right?
Yep.
She said,
they already got her address. They went to her house on the video.
Hey, you know, said she going
free.
Hey, look here. You know, we already know you're going to jail. You know, we already know you be going to jail.
Yeah, we gotta get your cigarettes ready.
Get your look, get your cigarette, get your noodles ready.
But make sure we all send them packages so she can be the queen pin.
Yeah. Media said that. Hold up, I gotta go back for a few minutes. Hold on. When Media said she was asleep, right? She said she zoned out for 40 minutes and she heard my voice. So my voice woke you up. She said we saw it one would be there, special need kid. What did that kid do? Right. Special need kid need love too. You right about that, Media. They need love. And like I said, she was a was she a substitute?
Shit, I don't know what the heifer was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, right? That problem number one. You don't put a substitute in a classroom with special need kids, right?
No, you don't. They
You
not
find
trained.
no, they ain't trained for that. You find a substitute that is trained for that. But on the other hand, there's teachers that are trained for that and still do the same thing she did.
That's true. Now that's facts.
Because guess what? You cannot tell look, it's just like this right here. You cannot tell the difference between anybody, right? You can't tell the difference between which teachers know how to do what and what teachers don't.
Right.
It's just like some parents don't need to have no kids.
And that's true too. That's true. Some people really don't.
And that's teachers that should be teaching. It should be in no classroom.
They're not vetting these teachers appropriately, is what I'm feeling. They just grab somebody that smiles. But I bet this is not the first time that she has lost her temper, and I believe that she probably is. If she have kids, she's probably abusive to her own children.
Yeah. And like I said, people. It's just like I had brought out the first.
You knew you're different. You're different. You're different. We know you would never do something like that, but I'm talking about that damn jungle.
Anybody like that. Say, and it's like this right here together. Like I brought up earlier. Who plays the police department salaries? Who plays the teacher and school, the substitute, the superintendent, and the principal and the teacher salaries? We do, right?
Taxpayers.
Yeah. And when the parents or the victims or either or sues the school or sues the city, who pocket that coming out of?
Taxpayers.
And they want to talk about the school ain't got that, the police department got that. Talk about all the defunding. No, we're not. Look, people not defunding you. You defunding yourself.
Yep. Because you got more and more people, like I said, they're literally pulling their kids up out of the school system because they said there's too much violence going on.
Maybe you are right about that. Some special need kids are spitters, biters, stretchers, and manipulators. And it takes a special kind of teacher to know how to handle all of that.
You know what? You telling the truth. There's a place that this guy, he worked for this company that did outpatient mental health. Now they knew that the girl that rode on the bus had a mental illness. She was touched when she was younger. So this man had a wife and a family. And she told her parents that this guy had sex with her on the bus. They fired him. They damaged his name, reputation, and everything. And so she went to counseling, and the counselor asked her, and the little girl didn't know that the police was there. And she said, well, what happened this week? She said nothing. She was like, no special events. She was like, no. She said, did someone touch you on the bus? She was like, no. Who told you that? She said, well, you made a report to your mother and said that the bus driver, did some things to you. She said, no, he's a nice guy. He would never do that. He doesn't even talk to me except for hi and bye and sit down and put your seatbelt on. They messed that man's life up. He went to jail and everything. And that family was all they wanted to do was say they were sorry. He was like, no. He said, I'm suing because I didn't touch them kids. And it was other kids on the bus that was saying she was not the last kid. It was 2 little boys, and they said he never touched that little girl. So manipulation, yes. Yes. This man's life is ruined. He never ever wants to be around kids by himself because of that lie.
I do not blame him. And I got a question though. This is a good question. This is a good question right here.
Mm-hmm.
And this other question is a statement. I wonder.
What's up, my girl E?
Respect E, Lady E James. Respect. I wonder if the parents manipulated their daughter to say what she said.
No, she had a history. She blamed family members too. And they knew that she had a problem with blaming people for stuff. And they never disclosed that this is what she did. They thought they was gonna get some money out of that school and that bus company because he was a driver. And when they found out, he countersued them because they already knew the social work. I mean, not the social worker, the counselor. If they had gone to the counselor and asked the counselor, which they didn't, they had to find out through him and his friends doing some investigation that this girl had a history. She blamed any male that she was attracted to. And so she would say that these people did things to her. They knew she had a history, so they was trying to get money, but they end up getting screwed up themselves.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how. See, this is the thing I'm trying to grasp right now. Where did she learn how to make up stuff like that?
She watched a lot of TV.
Okay. And who that falls back on?
The parents. That's what I'm saying. They tried to hide the fact that this girl had a history. They would let her. They told the counselor basically told them, don't let her look at those kind of TV shows because she has an imagination. And with her imagination, it caused somebody's life to be altered. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got paid, it still doesn't take away the fear that she injected into him because of her lie.
But this is what I see right here. Like I said, a whole lot of children have imagination, and some of them can separate reality from fiction.
Well, when you got a mental illness, you can't.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna blame the child for that. I'm blaming the parents for that, cause they let that manifest in her, not seeking out counseling for her, and I guarantee you she didn't go to counseling regularly either. How much would it bet? I bet you that.
No, she went when her appointments were. They found out she did go, but the counselor gave the family instructions. Don't let her look at those types of television shows. And when she talks, like she has grandiose ideas, they told her parents redirect her and tell her, we know that this didn't happen, right? So this is not true, right? So you did this, and this, and you give her a time frame, and then she can see that there's no way that could possibly happen. But they were after the money. They saw that as a money grab. But what they didn't anticipate is that the guy's family was going to reach out and find out that the girl was in No, that's not leading. That's not leading because you're asking them questions. So it's a way that you do it. I'm just paraphrasing. So the girl, they didn't anticipate that the family and the lawyers and everybody working to make this know that this man was innocent. They didn't anticipate that the counselor would be summoned in and asked, is this something that is realistic? What are the goals? Because they have a thing called GERP, which is goals, intervention, the patient's response, and what the program or the progress is. So when they went back, the social worker was saying that she was working. I keep calling her social worker. They were working on her, and she has this thing where she sees a guy that she likes. What happens if she likes you, D Truth? She'll build up and start telling the social worker nice things about you, how you look, how you smell, or whatever it is that she notices. And then once she gets to a certain point, then she'll say you did something to her. So this is how we found out what her pattern was. And her mother and father knew the damn pattern because she's done this before in the past, and other people were harmed for this. So that guy was not the only victim. So, they tried to keep that portion hidden. But when you got a court case, baby, ain't no record sealed, especially when it comes to, an investigation. They wanted it sealed so that nobody could see, but you can't do that. So that was the best part about it. It was not a violation of HIPAA, but this girl had a pattern. So I said I would sue the shit out of the parent. They had money, but I said I would sue the hell out of them. And he did win.
But thing is, though, that I look at this right here. How many times the parent used her?
I don't know.
See, I guarantee you, this ain't the first time this happened.
It probably wasn't the last time.
And
it
I
probably
guarantee
was not the last time either. But I'm pretty sure that if the little girl did it again, I'm sure that people were well aware, go straight to that therapist and find out what's really cracking.
If they paid attention to the story and know she had a history of doing this, they're not gonna believe what she says, and it's not gonna believe the parents no more now anyway. So I'm saying,
True,
especially if it's out there.
they still have to respond to the report still, regardless. Even if you're innocent, they know she has a history, but they're going to tell you this time, hey, this report, she said this. We know that she has a history. We're just going to do the regular stuff. We're still going to do the grape kit and all that stuff to make sure, even though we know you didn't, you know what I'm saying? And another thing where she was still a V, so there was no way that man did anything to her.
See, and this way I go about it right here. Instead of some way or another, I found some way to charge to the parents.
Yeah, they should have made that into a Lifetime. That would have been a hell of a Lifetime movie.
Yeah,
that would have been a real good one because he was a black man too that got accused. I don't really remember what color the girl was. I don't know, and I'm not going to make up no color, but I'm sure she was a lighter skinned person from the way that they handled the case.
But it's kind of sad. It's a lot of this goes on, right? A lot of this goes on. Teenager, little kids, whatever, make up this whole lie, mess up. I don't care, girl or boy, mess up these men and women lives because of lies. Something they can't get back. And something that their neighbors can look at them like, oh, especially when the things is dropped and kind of found out that you didn't do it.
Right.
But they're still gonna look at you as a predator. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're gonna look at you like that, even though you didn't do it. Because of that lie. Huh?
You knew starting again. Right.
I see.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
I to get off of him, I had I had another client where I worked at. They gave me another client, and she was a full mess. When I say she was a mess, D-Truth, she was a mess. She had a mental illness. I forgot what her diagnosis was, but they tricked me into enrolling her. I enrolled her, and I didn't know that she had a habit of calling the police department. So I scheduled a day that we were supposed to go over to, meet with her. The police department was calling us. They found out that we were actually her outpatient service. This heifer would be looking at a movie and will call the police and say, hurry, hurry. They're shooting with pow-pows and they got men dressed up in this, that, and she would reenact what's on the TV and say, hurry, hurry, hurry. All the SWAT team.
That's not funny. That is not funny.
Yes, it is.
No,
yes,
it's not.
Wait. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. They would come and they would see nothing. And then they would go to the house and she'd open the door and they'll say such and such. She'll go sit down and start eating her food like, what are you here for? I said, oh, Lord, it got so bad we had to take her phone from her. She did it so many things. Can you imagine coming home and your whole street filled up with SWAT, ambulance, bomb squads? And she's just sitting there eating like nothing's happened. This was her mental illness. But yes, that is funny. It is after the fact, but when it was happening, no. But when you think about it now, that mess was so hilarious. She would do it all the time. So we had to take her phone. We took her phone, and this heifer walked down to a payphone and did the same thing.
How old was she?
She was like 30-something years old, but she had a mind of a kid. She'd be sitting there eating her food, and she'll look, oh, hi, like nothing. Like nothing happened. And then we was like, she can't leave the house to go use the phone. Somebody else have a phone. She'll say, can I call my mom? And they're like, yeah. She'll call the mom. That mess was so funny. Oh my God. And she just sit there just so innocent. I'm telling you, it was the funniest mess. They got so sick and tired of her, they told us to have her locked up. So we had to admit her into a locked facility where she couldn't get to a phone. It was so fun. D-Truth, I'm telling you, if you would have been there, you would have been on the floor like, she is really crazy, huh? Like, yes.
But just a question. I hope she ain't had no kids.
No, she didn't have no children. No. No, children.
No, how much?
I'm telling you, she cost California a whole bunch of money.
No, look, hey, you knew? No, you knew. But Shay, together, she cost y'all a whole lot. She cost y'all a whole lot of money. That way y'all taxes be going up.
Yeah. I mean, it was that's the first time I actually got to see SWAT up close. They had the little bomb robot thing out there. They had the helicopter.
Men help the real. You know,
she had us paying big. She had us paying big money.
And together, you know, she said the bed was shaking so much she woke up her husband from laughing.
I know. But if you would have seen that, if you would have, if you would have seen that, I'm just innocent going to go visit her, and all these folks showing up. Hurry, hurry, move, 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 block the street. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what the hell? This heifer called the boss. We ran in the house.
Oh Lord, but I tell you,
we ran in the house and closed the door, screaming, and this fool done called called everybody. Oh my God, we were scared. We thought it was an active shooter out there. This heifer done called the damn SWAT and everything else. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. That mess was funny. I know you do.
but I'm gonna tell you this right here. The bottom line to the whole shebang to wrap it up, is good wrap is some parents got to learn how to teach their kids at the house, at home.
Yeah.
And cause a big influence on kids, school resource officers, right? Teachers, principals, coaches, men and women coaches,
Music instructors.
all this. Let's say that, yeah, counselors. They big influence on students. They can easily gain your child's trust.
The coaches get it even better than the school teachers.
But
The
I don't
coaches
care.
get their kids' trust more than the school teachers.
Yeah, but at the same time, that I don't care the man teacher, man coach, woman teacher, or woman coach. It all comes back to this right here. You got to ask questions of your kids or your children.
Yeah.
Doug
Hey,
Wood.
Malaysia, what's up, my buddy? What's up?
Look, she coming here dancing.
That's my girl. What's up? Where you been? How you doing? But to answer your question, you know how the girl with the long hair from Charles Manson crew?
Yeah.
She looked like her. She looked just like her. But that chick was Betty is a fruitcake. That mess was like, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I could write a book on some of the stuff that I seen working for the Department of Mental Health. I can't say no names, but the stuff that I tell y'all will be on the floor like, what? It's just the stuff they do. Nothing's up since I missed you.
Yeah, and drive safely now. Don't be texting and driving now, Malaysia. We want you to get home safe.
I'ma stop you now. D2 trying to make me stop, but it's okay. I'ma stop. But you guys had to be there. I'm telling you, had to be there. We had another client. I'm just trying to wind down.
We want to hear this. We want to hear the story.
Oh, see that? You see how he treat me? You see how he treat me? You see how he do me? It's all right. He doing it because I'm black. That's all. That's
you know what? You know what you're gonna do?
What?
You gonna wind up making your new husband kick her out of the bed because she laughs so hard.
Oh, let me stop. He ain't going nowhere. I'll do, I'll tape his butt to the bed. He ain't going nowhere.
He said, you gonna get us a divorce, get her a divorce.
No, he gonna get taped to that bed. You ain't going no worse. I know. Aren't they awesome, Malaysia? She is the bomb bizzle.
Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you
Taught her
this right
everything
here.
I know. Taught her everything I know.
Oh, you said that why she ain't up here, huh? You dead wrong. But I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Okay.
Nobody I said that some women do what men does, manipulate people.
Uh-huh.
This woman married this man that had a baby, right? Manipulated a boyfriend, the awful husband. Now she locked up.
Wait.
Cause
Wait. She got married, had a baby, then got a boyfriend, and then off to her husband.
for the money, for the
Ooh.
money,
Ooh.
and the boyfriend, he kind of like, oh, she used me, so the prosecutor used that to their advantage, and he turned the state evidence against her.
Well, if she off them, then she need to go. Bye.
No, she set it up for him to get off. So,
Well, she need to be where she at, right there. Where she at?
mhm,
Cell
yeah.
block JAIL.
See, and there was sometimes with, you know how sometimes, especially teenage girls or teenage boys, so get offered stuff and know they can't get it, but a man or a woman can offer them the same thing. That's why they get in these troubles.
Mm-mm.
That's why they children do act the way they do. Want to throw a temper tantrum because the parent can't get what they want. But that man or woman come around, knowing they're supposed to be with them underage kids, teachers, whatever, at school. They start short, especially the ones that don't hard to get no attention.
Right.
They start getting their attention. They don't fall in love with the teacher, and the parents found out. Ain't nothing. I'm telling you, there's nothing a parent can do when a girl or boy fall in love with a teacher that's showing more attention than the parents are.
Yeah, that's all bad.
That is bad. And the worst part is the system is failing the women, the black women, and some other women, and the system is failing our children.
And that's because they don't care.
Yeah, and I'm telling you why both of them. I'm telling you why both of them are failing, because parents and people in the community do not care no more.
Man. You got some mothers jealous of their own daughters and try to do what their daughters is doing.
Mm-hmm. Try to take their boyfriend.
Yep, you can have them. If you get them, you can keep them. Shit. That's
What
the
baby?
way I
Hey,
feel.
well, what time you gonna have? What? How old baby we're gonna be able to date?
Huh?
How old would baby will have to
old?
be? Yeah, how old would he have to be when he start dating?
It depends.
Hmm. I know you're gonna have to sit down with and tell him you better watch out for these so-called teachers, so-called girls out here that try to get you.
Oh, he gonna be well educated. Trust me. He gonna be well. He got me. He got his godmommy. He got uncles. Y'all be talking to him. When he don't listen to me, he'll listen to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tell you. So what? I know he has a long time. You know, I always like to think ahead. Together, I like to think ahead.
Well, when it come to her God, baby, I don't say nothing. I think she want him to stay small for a long time.
I got this. Hey, you know, I got a problem. I got some news for you. I'm gonna tell you this in your ear. Don't tell nobody. He's not gonna be that size for long.
He tall for his age. He's tall.
But what I'm saying, he's not gonna be that. He ain't gonna be that small. He ain't gonna be that little boy no more. He gonna have to grow up.
He gonna
So
always be her baby. She don't care about that.
we'll stop trying to pimp him. I ain't trying to pimp him. I'm trying to get the effects and knowledge of life.
Ooh, that's her baby. You better leave him alone.
Oh, so you want him to? So, in other words, you want him to fall heads over here for any woman that comes his way.
Oh no, she ain't gonna let that happen. Neither are y'all.
I know that. I'm gonna win out though. But I tell you this though, it's sad how these parents say, "Oh, my child to do that," but it's on video and they did it in school. Shocking, surprised that a child did that, and the teachers not know better. The principal don't know better. Like I said, in letter to that mayor, letter to it, and the superintendent of that school system. At least he announced himself. At least he announced himself.
Baby Wolf can I have some blood work? Peanut butter.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Wolf is coming. Can I have some blood with peanut butter?
What did he say?
Can he have some peanut butter bread? He been eating peanut butter bread. You're gonna be so stopped up, you ain't gonna be able to cough.
All I gotta say, you better have some full can of lost salt and air freshener when you do go.
No, he gonna be hollering. He can't eat all that. He been eating them. This boy, oh Lord have mercy.
Well,
something else. Shut up.
He can't see the chat. You knew he cannot see the chat, so. Why she act like he can see the chat?
Your godmama said hi.
And she go tell it.
He said hi. Aggressive.
It's Armando's fault. It's Armando's fault.
Yeah, this is all Armando's fault. Oh, Lord, help me today. If not today, tomorrow, this boy working my nerves.
Well, he get it out because that's probably your mama said too about you.
You know what? Keep talking.
Hold on, I got somebody who want to talk to you.
Keep talking. No!
No. Why you said no? What that?
No.
You like, doggone it, I can't get that over right now.
No, I will hang this thing up. Be the end of the show.
But you know what? You knew I ain't know what that near my mama right there.
Oh, okay. You fouled for that one. Payback gonna get you.
Nah, because you never know when I'm sitting there with her though.
I don't trust you right now.
You said he might be sitting there, he might not be. So you never know, do you?
No, I don't know, y'all. He funny. He got games. Ha.
Well, we like to laugh, like to have fun too. So this is the laughing part of the show. Because in all seriousness, this is one of the big questions right here. Do you trust teachers? Do you trust the school system with your kids?
Nope. Not at all.
This is for the chat. This for the chat too. Do you trust today's school system? I know I wouldn't. For teaching kids what they need to know for real and for safety. Just answer the doggone question you knew.
At least he didn't say put a 1 in the chat.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, hey, look, I just looked at the time. This is the first time we ever went over 2 hours or so.
Yeah, we about to shut it down though, because I gotta cook dinner.
This is what I want you to. Hey, this is what I want you to do. What you cooking? I want you to make everybody in the chat hungry.
No, I'm not saying nothing.
Say it.
Fried chicken. Boy, shut
Yeah.
up.
Baby, what's this coming over there? Look what I'm wearing. Mommy, look what I'm wearing.
You wearing a Wolfpack hat?
Yeah.
He got a Wolfpack. He got a Wolfpack. The old Wolfpack hat on. The prototype.
Yeah, he got it on.
It's backward.
Oh man. Oh, what have we created?
Huh?
What have we created?
Mommy.
Man, why you keep touching me? Why you touching me? Don't touch me.
Hello.
Don't touch me. You might give me the cooties.
He don't even know what a cootie is.
No, you.
Yeah.
He said you the cooties.
All right. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna jack you up.
Try. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing.
Hey, look up.
You're not doing
You
nothing.
can't do the howl no more.
Not doing
Hey, you
nothing.
can't. Hey, Baywood, you can't howl no more. Hey, he didn't want me to get that out, did he? Hey, he didn't want me to get that out, did he?
Ooh, you bet your match.
Hey, but he's red though. But you know what? But I expect that for him though. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though.
He's bad. He's bad. I'm telling you, it ain't my fault.
It is your fault.
Can you stop making the dogs run, please? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get Armando.
Yeah, it depends on the school system. Yeah, but I'm looking at this right here. It can depend on the school system, but what is going on in the school system in these schools that we don't know about that don't hit the news?
Right. There's a lot of untold stories that have been smothered or hidden. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the child is being threatened and they're scared, or maybe the parent just don't care. There's so many things that's going on in this school. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I say this, even if the father and the mother are not in the homes together, I really think that the mother should allow the father to at least be present, show up, and that way, because a lot of times, a lot of these parents are single mothers where their kids are being subjected to these types of situations. And if you had like a father that came around, an uncle, you know, something like that, then those teachers will be less likely to pull that bull crap because they know a man gonna come and put them paws on them.
Yeah, and like I said, there's some parents care, there's some parents don't care. There's some teachers still in these, and that's still some school administrators that care. It seems like there's more that don't care. They just there. They don't have a love for the job. Yeah.
And you got a
So
lot of those that are just there for the paycheck of it,
yeah.
which is unfortunate because you rob a kid of a good opportunity, to learn something. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna tell you there's like if it push come to shove, there's a school. It's and I think it's down in your neck of the woods. I don't know how to spell it, but I can say the name. It's called Zayax Institute, and a black guy founded this school. And the kids that are in his school, they have accelerated beyond the public school students because they deal with, like, especially if it's a black kid, they teach them black history, math, all types of stuff. And the curriculum, I looked over it, it's amazing, but it's a little pricey. But those kids are coming out with high numbers in their education.
But that's I'm still laughing at Mondo. That sounds good, right? Sounds good, right? But yeah, you come out with the numbers, all that, and education and whatever. But mentally, and how the teachers are treating the kids. See what I'm saying?
No, they're treated well because it's a homeschool program, and the parents are encouraged to be very, very active, because he was saying the reason why he created that program is because parents will drop the kids off and not want to be concerned, but the parents also have assignments to be proactive with their kids learning. So it's not where the parents can just let them homeschool. If there's an issue, they find the kids' weakness and strength before they get in school, and they assign them according to their weaknesses and their strengths. So the next time, I'm just going to find it and put the website, drop the link, so that if there's any parents that have kids and you're concerned, they do a really, really good job. It's hands-on. The parent has to be active. You can't just sit in front of the computer and that's it. No, he don't play that, because he was a part of the school system.
But the difference I'm looking at right here. Okay, being part of the school system. Okay. Who teaches these classes?
Accredited teachers. All the teachers and all the classes are accredited, because he saw how poor. He did a statistic, and he kept hearing parents say how poorly their kids were doing in school, and nobody seems to care. They don't have up-to-date books and stuff.
Hold on right there. See, you just said something that got me thinking. Say how poorly kids are doing in school, right? But how many parents say how poorly their child doing in school, right? Okay. Of all them parents that said my child doing poorly in school, how many of them parents actually sat down with their children to help them do what they got to do?
That's true too, but still,
But
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying to you, instead of us throwing our kids in these poor ass schools, even some of the private schools, if you have the money to enroll your kid in some of those that type of school where you're actually hands-on, then the child has a better success rate. But you do have parents that don't have an education, don't understand, may have a 5th grade education because they were just passed through, because the teachers didn't want to take the time. It was like, you know what, I'm tired of her, just pass her dumb butt through. And a lot of black kids are just being passed through. School is like a prison, like a school to prison pipeline for black kids. If they're not getting a good education, they're throwing their asses in jail. So we got to start caring too,
Yeah.
and you got some parents that are defensive when it comes to you trying to talk to them about their children. They want to, don't tell me about my goddamn child. You don't know the first goddamn thing. And you trying to be a helping hand, and they want to cop an attitude. So you got so many obstacles that you're going to be fighting with. You got the parent that doesn't have a good education, the parent that is using the school system as a babysitter, the parent that don't really care, the parent that's just there just having babies for maybe a check or some type of check, and you got the parents that just still want to be out in the street thugging and gangbanging. There's so many things that these children today have to fight against. Like me and my husband with Baby Wolf, we're questioning and we asking questions, and we're talking and we're communicating, and we're just all up in it because I had a education. I'm not going to let you not know how to read.
Well, yeah, but don't mean I said what I said, because he said he was part of the school system that we were talking about.
Yeah.
But what would give me pause about what he talking about when he said that is where the part was at where he says my parent was there to help me with my education.
He did get help. He's very articulate, but what he's saying is, wow.
But no. What I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Yeah. He said he got help, but I said parent.
Right, he got help. He has his parents, but what I'm saying to you is, if I went through the school system and I had both of my parents and my friends that were coming up with me didn't have that same luxury, when I get of a certain age, I open up a school to ensure that the kids that enroll in my school will get the support system. It doesn't matter. I mean, because he did have his parents. That's why he's so articulate. He's saying, I came through the school system and I watched how they treated the kids in the school system. They can care less. Half of those kids come out dumb as hell, but he has this school where everybody is going to win. Basically, what he's saying is, we're going to stop what they've been doing in the school system with old books, giving you wrong information, and he's going to teach you what really needs to be taught so that you could be successful, even though he had both of his parents that were, I think his parents were some sort of educators, but he got tired of watching how some kids get passed through. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to spell. They don't know how to do simple math. He spoke one time about going to the store where a kid couldn't even give you the right change back, and he had to tell the person. So all these atrocities, it caused him to think and say, I'm gonna create a school that's going to help if people, it's probably affordable, but my thing is this: if it is affordable to whatever your standards are, you have a better chance going to his school where your kids are going to be taught correctly instead of being in a crowded class and you're not going to get that one-on-one.
But the thing about that's just like a private school, basically.
Well, if it's a private school, then guess what? Your child will have a better success rate and ain't got to be worried about getting beat upside the head with a damn Stanley Cup.
Well, then again, who knows? You see what I'm saying? Every teacher that teaches in these school systems, private, whatever, even the school he in, right? They got to go and get a degree in that, which they be accredited. You see what I'm saying? Every teacher just about accredited. So you see what I'm saying?
Everybody is accredited from his school. It's through it's actually accredited. They went through all the paperwork and everything and they got good people, that's teaching. So when I was looking over the website, I gotta look back through my history and find it, and I'm gonna send it to you. That way you can see it for yourself, because it's all about helping Black students, so that they don't continue to have to get passed through, basically.
But this is one thing I'm looking at, right? Okay, you try to. I see he try to, and I see what he should be doing, right? But the thing is, nobody got a luxury like he had. See what I'm saying? With two parents that probably teacher educators, right? Maybe some student might get lucky to have one parent that is an educator. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
You're right, Jay. You're right, Jay.
and this is what I look at right here. That parent may send their child to that school to get some kind of whatever kind of education they're given. But for them to be trying to be hands on with them, they probably not have that type of education either. You see what I'm saying? So what do we do about that with the parents? You see what I'm saying? You got to cater to both of them at the same time. You want the parent to be helpful in their child education, but if that parent never had the education to help their child in that situation, it's for naught. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not down to the school. I'm just looking at I'm playing devil advocate. Because everything is not all that glitter, it's not all gold. You see what I'm saying? It's a good thing, but he might have a parent that sends their child to that school just to get them out of their hair, but at the same time that do not know their education stuff wise. You see what I'm saying? So how do that parent benefit from that situation? Especially if we want the parents involved. See, this is the question I'll be asking him. And if he can't give me the answer to it, he gonna have to think of a way to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
See, because we not finna sit up here and shine all this light on this school without giving the other part of it either. You see what I'm saying? So it's just everything, every school, and plus, who are paying these students? Who are paying these teachers?
I don't know how they're getting paid. I can't tell you that because I still got to read into it. But I know that they definitely have like academics and stuff like that, math, science, social studies, life skills, African studies, stuff like social justice. I'm going off the top of my head. And they said it's designed for Black students only.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
And yeah, that's one thing we got to look into where the money comes from, how they teachers get paid, and all that other stuff. Cause if a parent can afford for their child to go there, and that parent cannot read, write, whatever, help that child with that homework, whatever they got to do. That's the question I got. That's the only question I got. How do you combat that?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if they're an accredited school somewhere. There could be there. I know they have I know he said something about donations one time. I think I think they pay a one-time fee of $5,000 for the whole. I think it's like the whole for the school to go to that school. I had some notes. I think they have like some one-on-one stuff, in-person student experiences or something like that. I think they have that. I gotta look it up because it's a lot of stuff that they do, and it's designed for Black kids alone, and it's out of Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, but Yeah, it's good. And one, uh, that wasn't a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a bad idea for him to do that. And
It seems to be successful because from what I was listening to, it sounds like a lot of people are going there.
yeah, and a lot of people going there. Yeah, and I wanna,
Stop, Daddy.
I wonder if the school accredited. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is accredited. I told you that in the beginning that it was accredited.
Yeah.
I told you he had to go through all the same bells and whistles that everybody else went through in order, to get it started. You can't just come up with a school and not have everything in order.
And then the other question is what is the grade level in that school?
That's what I gotta look at and see. What grades does it start from?
Yeah, because although it is accredited, but all them, especially if it's the high school age, and got that, if the kids decide to go to college or not, what they credit counts. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff you got to find out about that school. And this is just what, part one of this. We're going to have part two.
I know it's a nonprofit organization.
Yeah, but we're going to have part two on this next week. And I will text you to remind you, see if we can text me the name of the school, or we will both look it up.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get off because I got to cook. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere else, but you guys definitely decided to come over here and join us, and I appreciate you for that. Have a blessed and an amazing weekend. And everybody be safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel because there's so much stuff going on out there. And as we are family and we do care about one another, so please be safe.
Yep. And like I always say, love and respect yourself, because you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Self-love is the best love. Love yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself every day. And guess what? We about to be out of here. You ready to go?
I'm out of here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we out of here like yesterday.
I know that.